Sweetie, and swallow before you, because your spit kept coming out. And
You
I know
never swallow. Why should I have to?
Guys, we're outside on our balcony. This is our view.
A little pool area.
Private pool on our balcony.
The skinny dipping area.
We are staying at the Nizook. Did I say it right? Nizook?
Something like that.
Nizik. I think it's Nizook. Nizuc. And we have the master suite. And yeah, wow, these loud outdoor noises. We switched spaces to see if this lighting would work better. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll try.
What about it going on the couch in the back?
On that sofa, there's a dead bug right back there.
I'll get rid of it.
You sitting on that side.
I don't know. Come on.
Yeah, I think we should go inside.
All right, come on.
It ain't giving what it's supposed to give. Okay, let's go in. Okay, guys, we decided to bring you in because
we tried the outside.
The lighting was a little bit off, but hey guys, welcome back to another C&N Talk. C&N Talk is our special segments where you guys send us emails at this email address and we simply respond via video form. The emails can be questions, comments, concerns, anything that you are needing advice on, and we try to answer it to the best of our abilities while also allowing the audience to give their input in the comment section. But please remember to keep it respectful or you will be blocked, okay? So let's jump right in. This email I picked because it's really different from what we normally receive. Bear with me. It's a little tear grabber. Is it tear grabber or tear jerker?
Tear jerker.
It's a tear jerker. I always have to breathe reading this, and this is probably my third time reading this one. Okay. Hello, Chris and Nikki. I found your videos by watching 90 Day Fiancé show. I must say, I can't believe I'm just finding your videos. I lost my husband February of last year to a work accident in Bayport, Texas. He was a forklift driver that hauled containers to and from the ships. The crane operator lifted the container with the truck still attached, and my baby was lifted 40 feet in the air. Unfortunately, he did not survive. I miss him so much. I say all this to say that you and Chris reminds me a lot of me and JT. We met in 2014, married in 2015, and had a lifelong list of plans. The way Chris looks at you is the way JT looked at me. You guys are such beautiful people. Anyone can see you two are in love and so much fun together. I've been in the dark, gray area since JT is not here. Your videos give me life. I'm on number 6 of watching your videos. Please do not stop making them. I know you have your days where you aren't feeling it and your viewers respect that. You never know who you are inspiring, educating, and simply making a person's day by smiling. Chris makes me laugh. He needs his own comedy show. I'm always so serious and JT would be the one making me smile with his infectious humor. I could watch y'all all day. Keep loving each other and taking care of your lovely family. You are doing great, Nikki. Love you. Reed, Houston, Texas. And I'm gonna put pictures because she attached pictures, and when I tell you guys I sobbed like a baby when I first read this email because it just shows you just time is so precious and you just never know.
Yeah, you never know.
So how we always get those emails about age gap. We're so tired of just age gap, age gap, age gap. This is a prime example of you never ever know. Age in relationships mean nothing.
And like you always tell me that none of us are promised tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow isn't promised. So just live in the now and enjoy the now. They got married.
But plan for the future too. You still have to do that. So.
But man, they just look like such a sweet, loving couple.
Yeah.
And thank you, Reed, for writing us. And I'm so sorry for your loss.
We're going to dedicate today.
Yeah, this video for JT. And we're sending our love and our prayers to you and your family. And
our positive vibes your way.
yeah. And I'm so happy that our videos help you on your bad days, because I honestly cannot imagine what you're going through right now, but I hope it gets better.
Yeah, you got some new folks praying for you.
Yeah.
So
thanks for writing us. So
with that one, let's see if we can give some good advice to some other folks.
They are such a beautiful couple too. Sweetie, and swallow before you, because your spit kept coming out. And
you
I know
never swallow. Why should I have to? You be telling me what to do, and when I tell you to, you're like, no.
Swallow, because you spitting while reading. Hello, Nikki and Chris. I stumbled on your channel in the last few weeks, and I've been binge watching all of your videos. I'm enjoying watching your dynamic together and soaking up your experiences and insight. I debated on sending this email, but I thought I have nothing to lose. You don't, girl. You don't. We got you. Anonymous. She said that. Anonymous. Okay. I met a man on Tinder mid-2019, and we clicked immediately. We share the same values, have similar ideas and goals as well. He's a white man from the Netherlands, and I'm a black woman from South Africa. He's 12 years older than me, and honestly, everything I desired in a man. We're planning on meeting in October of 2019, but my mother fell ill and I moved back to my hometown to look after her, and we lost contact, so I didn't have the capacity for a relationship in that time. Fast forward to 2020, we reconnected in May and started talking again. My mother passed away, so sorry for your loss, in June, and he was a solid support for me. We grew closer, talking/video chatting almost daily, and started making plans to go over again. But with COVID and all the travel bans, it's been impossible. The last 3 months, he's become distant, and I feel like the attraction/interest has died from his side. I send him little gifts, write loving emails and texts, or order him dinner on nights he's working late, but he doesn't do anything for me. Sometimes even ignoring or dismissing me when I tell him I appreciate him or be romantic. I've brought this up to him twice in the last month and had a conversation that I felt we both finally expressed and understood where we were at. He said he's under a lot of stress at work and his kids are not coping with the pandemic too. On top of that, he feels like things are so up in the air with no end in sight for us to be together, so he's not coping with it all. He recognizes now that he's not the same, and he hates that he's hurting me. He says he wants to make it work and take time to talk about us, and not the pandemic, etc., but he doesn't follow through with any plans or efforts. Am I being too hard on him or expecting too much? Should I give him time and space to figure things out? Chris, a man's perspective, with a question mark. I want to feel like he values me. Give me reassurance that he adores me, and I know long distance relationships are hard and I want to put in the work to see us through, but I feel like it's one-sided. I'd really appreciate your views and advice. Thanks so much. God bless you guys. Anonymous. First off, thank you so much for writing us. And let me just start out, because you need like some girl talk. I know you want Chris's perspective, but let me just give you some girl talk. One, if you're saying that it's one-sided, it's definitely one-sided. Go with your gut feeling, okay? That's one. Two, one of the reasons that I enjoy sharing my relationship and family with you guys is I like to show you that it is possible. There is no such thing as having high standards or your standards not being met. I want everybody to know that it is possible to experience a love like this, like if that makes sense. I feel like when you settle or allow a man to get comfortable, that's where things can go wrong and it goes sour easily. So I would say if you're constantly telling him, I love that you're able to communicate with him because we stress that a lot, communication. If you're able to communicate your feelings verbally and accurately, and he's still not showing any actions and shoving you off, he's not interested. Take that as a clue, okay? okay? He's just not interested. He can say it, but words mean nothing. Actions speak louder. Always remember that, ladies. And you are the catch. You are the prize. We're not chasing men, okay?
And I want to tell you that made me smile, and it's obviously who you are, so don't let that change you.
Mm-hmm.
But this part that I send him little gifts with loving emails and texts.
And order him
or
dinner.
Oh, that's so flippin' sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And just right there, then that is not, it should be more common, but it's not that common. And it should be appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes even ignoring or dismissing me when I tell him I appreciate him, or to be romantic. Yeah, no. Now, the part where you mentioned that you felt like you communicated, it's a ongoing communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's just having a good one or two talks is not the answer.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. If I've told you twice is more than enough.
Yeah, right.
Told you twice the same thing. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself, especially when that energy is not reciprocated. That's what we're looking for: reciprocated energy.
And some the women and men have different ways of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And when Nikki, I just was thinking about when I was still in my la la land, and though I still really was into Nikki, and she might have thought that I wasn't. I don't know, but just like, this is what I want, this is what I expect.
And if you're not gonna meet those standards, let's not waste time. That's it. That's how I am. I'm matter of fact.
And you say, if you want to act like that, fine, but just act like that with somebody else.
Right.
If you love me, and you want to be with me, then be that person that you are with me, and don't deviate from that and give me mixed messages. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like mixed, and you know what? She was worth every minute that I changed myself. I didn't really change myself. I just focused myself on her.
Priorities.
Yeah, I just said, this is not someone I want to miss out on. Mm-hmm. This is someone that means a heck of a lot to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to show her. A lot of it's so natural, our communicating skills and our love for each other. But it's still work. Just always work on it. If he's not showing any reciprocation, and you're mentioning it to him, you don't have to be a nag. There's nothing like, I don't like whiners, complainers, or negative people, but I also don't like they're confusing kindness for weakness.
Exactly.
You got to be strong.
Yeah.
And you got to say, don't let them think that you're just going to be pushed around.
Yeah. And I feel like, too, when you said, are you being too hard on him? Absolutely not. Are you expecting too much? Absolutely not. You're literally asking for the bare minimum and for your love languages to be met, which is normal. Like, that's so normal. That's so beyond normal. And him using the pandemic and his kids being under stress, excuses, okay?
Right.
Excuses.
You love yourself and you want to be loved. And if he's the guy that is going to love you, then he needs to show it, and he needs to come up. He needs to put forth the effort. It's there inside of us. It's how bad we want it and how much we allow the others to take advantage of us.
Absolutely. So you guys, comment down below. Tell us what you think Anonymous should do as far as her dating situation, the long distance situation. I would say cut him loose, because he's clearly not serious and really not that into her, because he can't do the bare minimum of meeting her love languages or just showing that he wants her. Like, she doesn't feel wanted to me. Sweetie, anything else you wanted to add?
No.
So yeah, just sound off down below. Remember to keep it respectful. Let's move on to our next writer.
Okay.
This one is a little lengthy one.
And this is where we're going to show our teamwork, because I don't want to read it all by myself.
Okay, you want me to read some?
No, I'll read some and you read some.
Okay.
We work at
But
team.
we're gonna follow. I'm gonna follow through, because I never follow through when you read.
Yeah.
So this title is Marriage Views, Cancer, and Kids.
Dear Nikki and Chris, I would like to say thank you for making my days when I'm down. Your videos make me have hope and faith in not just family, but love and many life perspective. My name is Brandy, now 28, soon knocking on the 30s door, which I must admit is scary but exciting. I got married at 22 with my Polish husband, who is currently 62. P.S. I'm Kenyan. Our marriage started off on roses, but we stumbled on thorns from time to time. I thought that's normal and kept on trying to talk him out with him if we can have any problems which were never dealt with unless I took the blame for whatever was wrong. Okay. There's a grown man. Initially, before relocating to Europe, I thought he was mostly angry because of the distance and maybe work stress, because he would go off on the phone if something wasn't done according to how he wanted it to be. I mean, literally yell at me like a baby, and I would hang up, and later on he would call me back, still angry, and say he can't be doing it all. I need to do what's needed. I thought by moving to his country, I would be doing...
It would be different.
It would be different because he didn't want to relocate to Kenya. Fast forward, the same continued here, and I tried to swallow it all, blaming it all on my inexperience in the new country and marriage. Thought maybe it's the culture, or probably I'm just doing something wrong. Apart from the yelling, it drifted to body shaming. I was in love in a foreign country, no job, no African friends, nobody who speaks English.
The last straw was when we were going on a trip and we ended up in a car accident, and I got blamed for it. The first thing he did was get out blaming me, though he was driving, and I had initially told him to slow down, but it fell on deaf ears. He checked the car damages, checked the other car, and I wasn't his concern at all. The other driver came out and checked on me and helped me get out. All this time he was angry and cursing and looking at the car, which is mine. We had been trying for kids for a long time, but my polycystic ovarian syndrome and his sperm mobility, we didn't succeed. We had started in vitro process, but I later just decided not to continue with it because I wasn't happy. Good for you. Low self-esteem, feeling like a loser, and sometimes had suicidal thoughts. I had cried several times and forgot myself. I removed my wedding ring since I didn't feel right by it, and distanced myself from him sexually because every time I had felt like I was being used. So maybe she meant every time I had it, I felt like I was being used. I asked for a divorce, but he refused. Currently, I have a stable job. I'm studying too, but I'm still not divorced, but separated, not legally, because he refuses. And he wants to work out our marriage. He found out he has cancer 3 years ago. Took him to book a surgery because they said it was removable, but he canceled the surgery without my knowledge and refused treatment. Wow. He says he's treating himself on his own. Urine therapy and green stuff. I'm guessing marijuana. Time is going and I feel trapped and miserable each day. I want kids. He says we can try, but I don't want them with him because I feel we can't communicate and I don't want him to even be sexual with me. He has kids, adults and grandkids. Advice for me, because I feel guilty and I'm scared if I continue with the divorce, I might cause his demise. My PCOS, I feel that if I want kids, I need to start early. Also, I deserve to be happy, don't I? Regards, your loving fan, Brandy. First off, Brandy, thank you so much for writing us. And wow, this is a lot.
Yeah, you can't think that something that you do is going to cause his demise.
Yes.
Whatever actions or reactions are his own problems. Your actions is not going to, you can't feel guilty about that. You got to do what you feel is right. And you can still love and care about him. If this would end him because you were doing what you felt was right, then that's his own issue. I mean, it's not yours. Do not blame you. Do not. And the other one that pops out is if you all can't communicate, I can tell you right now, in any of your relationships, if you guys cannot communicate, you're not going to last. If you cannot communicate, don't waste your time. Mm-hmm. Communication is number one. Fornication, two. And you said that stops. And it's important.
And I just want to say, Brandy, say in these like 6 years, you've taken enough of the beating and the bad baggage. Being hard on yourself, having low self-esteem, suicidal thoughts, not having a loving spouse. You've taken enough beating. let it go.
And
don't feel sorry about putting yourself first for once.
right. And be proud that you were strong enough to ask for a divorce instead of doing something worse. You know, and to be honest with you, this man is a man. He's a grown man. He already should be going through this. I tell Nikki all the time, she might not like the younger version of me, but I'm wiser and more mature now. And not to be taking care of himself. I don't blame you for not wanting to have a child with him. If he can't even take care of himself, how's he going to take care of a newborn?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just
come
think
on.
it's just,
I mean,
it's just all bad. Body shaming her. It's just, no. Like, he didn't even care about your well-being when you were in a car accident. It's just too many red flags, girl. Brandy, gone.
Well, that one, our car accident, he might have been so traumatized by the wreck. He might even
he
think
blamed. No, she literally said he blamed her and not once checked on her well-being.
Yeah, right.
Another driver helped her out.
Yeah, and then blamed you. You know, it's not, no.
Yeah, like, no. Brandy, you can do so much better. You deserve.
Yeah, you
so
really
much
sound
better.
like a wonderful, strong lady.
Yeah. Just don't look back. You do deserve to be happy. You asked that question. I also deserve to be happy, don't I? Absolutely. Your happiness comes first. And it just sounds just bad. So I would just leave it alone. Leave it where it is. And sorry to that man. So anything else you wanted to add to Brandy?
No, actually, I don't have anything else to add to it. I think we gave you some sound advice.
Yeah, and you guys let us know what you think about Brandy's situation, marriage views, cancer and kids, and her PCOS. And I know like a few friends that have that, so it is a struggle to get pregnant and carry a full pregnancy. So yes, I'm praying for Brandy and her spouse as well because they're still married. But I hope he stops being selfish and goes through with the divorce. We'll see you guys in the next video. The camera just went dark, which means that it's overheating. So thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys in the next C&N Talk. We love you guys all the way from Mexico. Bye.
Ciao.
Deuces. We're out.